you're never gonna get closer. Why should you even try? You're never gonna get closer. Why should you even bother? It's just a bunch of animals wasting their time. They're never gonna get closer. Why should you even try? You're never gonna get closer. Why should you even bother?
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Pull up the chat here, see who we got. Why is this so weird? Okay. So what's going on, everybody? We got Tito and Gapehart in the chat. What's going on? What's going on? Tito comes in peace. What's everybody? Stream night. Show me what you got. We got pretty good stack. Pretty good stack. Now, granted, some of this stuff is not from this week. Like 5 or so books. We got Dylan Lloyd, new channel member. Welcome, welcome. And we got Terrence here joining the chat tonight as well. Hope y'all are doing well. So like I said, pretty big stack despite not having a ton for me to read. And we got Xbox Gamer in the chat. Hello though, greetings everybody. Popping in early today. Usually I gotta wait around a little bit, but y'all are on it today. Alright, so well, I guess we'll wait a minute. I think I left something. I'm gonna change. Well, Marvel Preview Day. I didn't grab the DC one. I forgot it. I'm gonna show this afterwards. We're gonna go through the comics first, and then we're gonna go through the Marvel Preview book. Typically, I like to start with the preview book, but I feel like it makes more sense. I've never thought about it before. And I was like, you know what? Probably does make more sense to start with the comics. So y'all know what's going on this week and prepared for tomorrow rather than being prepared for 2 months from now. So anyway, I hope everyone's having a good night. We're going to go ahead and get into it. So starting off here, we have Avengers number 5. This is the A cover here. And this, I will say pretty confidently, best issue of the series so far. Really, really strong. I feel like, so this is Jed McKay's first time writing, you know, a team book, and the Avengers nonetheless. You know, he's been doing these solo kind of loner characters a lot of the time, and so to have a team dynamic is quite a bit different to write for, while on top of also it's a slower like progression for characters, obviously, because you have to split it up between, you know, 6 people or how many other people's on the Avengers right now, I can't remember. That being said, he also introduced new villains, which are all very strange and weird, and I like them quite a lot. I feel like this issue was the villains' best issue, while on top of being the hero's best issue. Just everything, like, you know, we've been, you know, slowly getting little drip fed on everything in Avengers. But I gotta say, this was a very, very solid issue. Enjoyed it quite a lot. So, Matt, I was at Ollie's and they had a card of R2-D2, and I would have gotten it for Chris, but it was a whole thing because it didn't have a price on it. Oh, I mean, that's fine. There's a good chance maybe we had it already. Probably, maybe, possibly. But I mean, I do appreciate it. I'm sure Chris does as well. I'm gonna keep strolling through. So Chris is asleep. We got Immortal Thor number 2, and I do believe Chris read this one. However, I have not read this series yet. I might hop onto it, and if not for anything, so Ewing's writing this one, and I just read, I don't know if it was last week or week before, Ewing started up a new series, Avengers Inc., and that first issue was so good. I was a little mad at Ewing because I don't like his and what feels like mainly Ron V's Venom run. I don't know, it irritated me, and I really enjoyed the last Venom run, so I was a little irritated at Ewing, but I was like, let me check out this Avengers Inc., and it ended up being really, really solid. So I might go back and check out Immortal Thor. This is just issue number 2, so we're not too far behind. Let's see. It was the day I sent you the shitload of Legends picks. Cool, gotcha. Well, I mean, you know, you win some, you lose some. Like I think I said before, look out for those micro galaxy squadrons now. That's what we're like. That's what we're really after. Moving on to Marvel Unleashed number 2. We did get the Throg variant, which is a lot of fun, and which I did just catch up on this. Had a light reading week for myself this week, so I went back and read Marvel Unleashed number 1, and I read this one, and I gotta say, this is actually like a much better book than I thought it was gonna be. I thought this was just gonna be like, whatever, you know, it's the Pet Avengers and they're fun and, you know, they're cute and stuff. But like that first issue was really, really solid. This one, it's gone in a very different direction than I could have imagined. This issue was really great. I really like the ending of it. It set up a really interesting scenario. My only complaint, so here's the other variant we picked up, the Lucky the Pizza Dog variant. My only complaint is that they didn't put the Lucky variant on issue 1. So they have all these like single spotlight variants. And on the first one, for example, I got it right here because I read it. There was Red Wing, and I forgot what the other one was. But Lucky wasn't in the second issue. Lucky was only in the first issue so far. So it feels weird to put Lucky on the issue. Like, why not put it on issue 1? You know what I mean? I don't know. Regardless, it is a super cute variant. Really, really like it. And again, surprisingly really good read. Like, pretty shocked by how good it was, you know? Let's see. Growth in character from Marco Alert. He's going to give a writer he didn't like. I like Ewing. And another try, knowing I might get better, and had a bad run. I don't know if there's been a writer that was like, I'm not going to read anything they do. I'm sure there probably is, because I'm sure I've read something and I was like, wow, that was atrocious. I don't want to read anything from that person again. Well, Rom V, I would not be enticed to read anything from Rom V, honestly. I would not care. And that's the thing. I really feel like, so in the Venom run, we're gonna go a small tangent, all right? And this is Logan. You forced this out of me. In the Venom run, I think the first issue's pretty good, and then like I don't know the exact order, but it's like, who's the X-Men writer? That's I have no idea. Anyway, so it's Ewing and Rom V trading off. However, it feels like it's mainly Rom V, at least the stuff that I read. And it was like just back and forth struggle of like, both me and Chris were like, we're going to give up on Venom. Like, it's just not good. And then Ewing would write an issue and it's like, that was pretty good actually. We'll stick with the run. And yeah, it was just too much Rom V and we didn't like it. And overall, there's a lot of things I didn't like about it. Even though there's parts of the story I didn't like in Ewing's run, when Ewing was writing, it still felt interesting. I don't know. So, but like when I think of Ewing, I do think of like, wow, what a shitty Venom run. Even though I think it's more so Rom V's fault. But that being said, Avengers Inc. was awesome, and I'll probably go through and check out Thor whenever I get some more time. So then we have Invincible Iron Man number 10. This is the other half of the Connecting Marriage variant with Emma Frost on some X-Men book. I don't know what it was. Can't remember, but it was last week or week before. I can't remember. So we got that one, and then we also picked up Chris wanted this one called the Wedding Cake Topper variant. Yeah, just another wedding variant. There was a really cool George Perez variant that I thought about getting, but you know, try not to spend too much money all the time. Still trying to think of, there probably is like another writer. I'm just like, God, can't do that. I don't know. Anyway, then we got Blade 3, a series I haven't read, but Chris has been reading. I don't know if Chris read it this week or not. And then we got Moon Knight, City of the Dead. This one, I don't think I ever bothered reading because I had a feeling. Because I feel like most people that are going to write Moon Knight probably aren't going to write Moon Knight very good. And especially now that like Moon Knight's like a little bit more popular, and he's been getting like these little mini series and other things like that, like they just make him like a violent character and boring, and there's nothing to him. And so I let Chris read that one first, and I asked Chris, and he's like, so that's not good enough for me to get it. But Chris still wanted, and Chris didn't read this issue either. I think Chris fell off on it. But you know, still some cool Moon Knight covers to get. Chris is a Moon Knight freak. And then up next we got Death of the Venomverse number 5. This is the final issue. Pretty sick Null variant there. Actually, this is not a variant, it's the A cover. I only read the first issue of this, but this has been like a weekly title though as well, or bi-weekly or something. I don't know. It's been very quick. Quick enough to actually, if you added it to your pull list, it doesn't like add it. If you added it to the pull list on issue 1, like I still think you weren't getting issue 5. Technically, I had to use my other pulls. None of that makes any sense, probably, to most of you. Also picked up the Jeff the Landshark variant, or the Venomized Jeff the Landshark variant, whatever you call it. The Venomverse Jeff. There you go. So yeah, that's fun. Had is this a Guruhiru? I don't think so. No, that doesn't look like it. Oh, it is. Okay. Well, the Kate didn't really look like it to me. The Jeff did, but I don't know. Yes, the wedding issue does look like Spider. It is an homage to whatever, I cannot remember, but I don't remember what issue number it is, but the Spider-Man wedding issue. You're correct. I forgot to mention that. Did I get that Jeff covered? I think so. Because I think you get all the Death of the Venomverse stuff. My brain is like... can you still get the Venom Jeff cover? Didn't see it in the video. I can check tomorrow. Shoot a message to the shop. Add it to your message. I saw you just messaged a little while ago. And I'll check in the morning because I can't check on my computer. I have to check on the computer at work. Moving on, we got a cool cover here. We got Jean Grey number. Oh, is this a what? Anyway, number 2 here, Momoko variant. Pretty fun one. Annual 22 for Spider-Man, or is it Annual 22? I have no idea. I genuinely, you could tell me the exact right answer, and I would have no clue. I know I've seen the cover before, but it's not something I've ever cared to commit to memory. So, as far as knowing the number and stuff on it. And that is going to conclude the Marvel section of the new books this week. And up next we have the Star Wars. So we have Mandalorian issue 4, or this is season 2 issue 4. So Chris wanted this one mainly because I'm gonna try to get it close wrong way. You see the guy in the back there? It's like kind of an homage to the Star Wars jeans guy. Although I think it's kind of funky looking because he's like running all weird. I don't know. But I don't know. Chris wanted it, so we got it. And then we also got this Daniel Warren Johnson one. I'm a little iffy. Okay, I like Daniel Warren Johnson's art, and there's cool parts about this for sure. I really like the way he draws vehicles. He's getting ready to do Transformers, and I'm super excited about that. I like the way he draws mechanical things, and I like his art in general. But like, his face is just kind of weird to me. It looks like he's like chasing this. I don't know. It just gives me a weird vibe. There's just something about it I'm not digging. Despite there being stuff in here that I do really like. I really love that TIE Fighter, for example. But anyway, I don't know what you all think about this. What's up, 25 Perez? I don't know. Again, and not even really trying to shit on my man Daniel Warren Johnson. I like his art. I do. Like I said, I'm excited for his Transformer run coming up. His Beta Ray Bill series is amazing. I just recently got the Duo Powerbomb trade. I haven't read it yet, but I ordered that trade and got that in. I heard amazing things about that. I passed on it originally because I'm not a wrestling guy. but I just heard so many people say it was like the best comic to come out last year. So I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. Then moving on to Dr. Aphra 36, good number. We have the Luciano Paccio variant or something. I maybe messed up his last name. I probably messed up his last name. But anyway, pretty cool Dr. Aphra variant here. I may have messed up his first name. I'm pretty sure it's Luciano. Then we also picked up the, what do they call these things? What are they called? The 40th anniversary variant. Pretty cool big explosion there. With that Star Destroyer crashing down. Pretty rad. And then we got the Clone Wars 15th anniversary Ahsoka variant. Which is pretty sick. Pretty cool one. I like this one a lot. Clone Wars cover, yeah. Still, my favorite one is the Cad Bane cover. That one was just super, super sick. Really, really love that one. But Ahsoka's a good one too. And then, so we only picked up, I think, the first issue of this, but we are on Hyperspace Stories number 9, because it's a pretty cool one. Quinlan Voss versus Cad Bane. I mean, how can you go wrong with that? Now, granted, again, I did not read this, because I read the first one, and it was atrocious. Now, granted, I don't know who wrote it, and I wouldn't even know if this is the same person that wrote the first issue. But it was really, really bad. Cad Bane cover is good. Typo on the Afro cover. Oh, no. So, it is book 36. But the this number here, it always confuses people. This is like the collection piece for these 40th anniversary covers. So there's going to be a total of 40 40th anniversary covers, and this is the 35th cover in this collection. And that spans over, you know, all the Star Wars titles, not just Dr. Aphra, but a keen eye and a good guess. Honestly, a good guess. It's confused many people, including myself, at one point. But yeah, that is not that number. And I know for a fact people have mistaken that. Like, you know, you're like, I need issue 35 to complete my run or whatever, and then you buy that and you're like, oh, wait a minute, I have that book. That's not issue 35. You know, I know that has happened. That is going to complete our Star Wars section of this week's books. Moving on to DC, we have Tales of the Titans, Donna Troy. So this is Tales of the Titans 3, but it is the Donna Troy issue. And pretty good cover here. My only complaint is she's kind of funny looking. Like, she's doing like a weird little jig. So like, there's something about this cover when I look at it, it just kind of makes me like chuckle. Like, it's like, this is a little goofy, but it is drawn well and everything. But I also think it's a little funny. And then following that, I didn't read that book. I think maybe Chris did. I'm not sure. We did get the Rose Besh variant though, which is probably my favorite cover of the week. It is super, super sweet. Big fan of Rose Besh. And yeah, she killed it on this one. And then my only DC book I read this week is Unstoppable Doom Patrol number 6, which unfortunately I gotta say was probably my least favorite book of the run. This series has had some cool, weird, emotional, just strangeness going on, and this issue was like just setting up for a fight, and I don't know, didn't feel like it had much personality to it, which sucks because there's only one more issue left, and I hope that last issue just isn't a fight and then it's over. 7 issues is also a weird number for a comic to go. But yeah, a little disappointed in this one, although the run's been pretty good. I've quite enjoyed the run. It screams jazzercise. Yeah, it does. That Ahsoka cover, I've been taking a break from new books, but I like that one. Yeah. So yeah, there's a whole run. That's part of the 15th anniversary of Clone Wars. They're doing a cover run for that. There was a sick Cad Bane one. I don't know if that was last week or the week before. It was something like that. There was a pretty cool Cody one. There's been a great Anakin one, Obi-Wan, Mace Windu. I'm probably missing somebody, and I think there's still more coming out, but I can't remember 100%. Pretty cool run of covers though. Then up next we have Penguin #2. I have not started this series, but I would like to. Who's writing this again? Tom King. I think that's also he's also doing Wonder Woman right now. Funnily enough, 2 DC titles that just started up. But yeah, I do want to check this one out, but haven't gotten around to it yet. I'm still working on catching up. So again, after my surgery, I didn't read comics for like 4 weeks. That sucks when you buy a lot of comics every week. So yeah, doing a lot of catching up, and I was already behind. Everybody, all comic people are always behind, so it just made me even further behind. Anyway, up next we have Power Girl #1. Who is this? This is a Micah variant, which is pretty sick. I like that one quite a bit. I was thinking we got another one, but I guess not. So I guess it's only that one. And then this one I'm behind on as well. So we have this is Batman, Catwoman, Gotham War. Where's the number? I don't know something. But this is the Red Hood one. Is it on there? I probably just don't see it. Do y'all see a part something? I could have sworn these other ones said part. Maybe this isn't even like part of it. Like an important part. Maybe this is like a skippable part. I only grabbed it because the way that they're doing Gotham War is like bouncing around the titles and stuff, and I'm just like, oh my god. But I don't know. I'm still haven't caught up on that one yet. So there's Batman, Catwoman, Gotham War, The Beginning or whatever. I don't know what it's called. And then there's a Batman issue, and then there's a Catwoman issue, and then I think there's this. I think that's the order. I'm not 100% positive, but. And then I got a cool cover here. I got a Jenny Frison of Harley Quinn #32. So I like the all pink with the bubble gum, and pretty fun. As always, big fan of Jenny Frison. And then this is from a couple weeks ago or something. I don't know, some stuff Chris had to order. Yeah, for Wonder Woman issue #1. I think maybe that was last week. I don't know. It was last week or week before. I can't remember. Anyway, so another variant that Chris picked up. And then I think Chris already picked up one, if I recall correctly. But then we ordered more Wonder Woman blanks. So we got 4 more of these, which is an okay trade dress. Not the best, not the worst. And then that's it for our DC section. Is Red Hood a tie-in book? I don't remember him getting a new series. Yeah, it's to my... let me look at it again. I don't know if it's just a one-shot or... it just says 1. So I assume it's probably a one-shot. I feel like DC's pretty good about putting like 1 of 4 or whatever for their little tie-in things. I'm like a good solid 87% sure. I'll give you that. Now granted, I haven't read any of Gotham War, so I mean, take my knowledge with whatever grain, how many ever grains of salt you need. Moving on to the indie final little portion of the haul here. We have Stuff of Nightmares, Red Murder. So we picked up the glow-in-the-dark variant, which I'm tired of trying to show you all turning off the lights. It's like it never shows up right. So what I did is I just took a picture of it, and I'm going to show you that on my phone and see how well that works. Yeah. Now, also I didn't light this up perfectly. Like part of the name is like not fully lit up and stuff, but it's a pretty cool glow-in-the-dark variant. So this is, it basically is just the A cover, but the trade dress is gone there. So it's a virgin cover, but glow in the dark. So I guess it isn't a virgin cover. It's like a deceptive virgin cover because there technically is a trade dress. But like I said, pretty cool glow in the dark. I think looks pretty solid. And this is a one shot. And then there's going to be another one shot after this. Not really a spoiler of any kind, I guess, because like the first Stuff of Nightmares a little while back. I don't know if that was a 5-parter. I can't remember. But yeah, at the end of the book, it shows there will be. What does it say? Sleigh ride? Okay, yeah. So there's gonna be a Stuff of Nightmares with a murdering Santa Claus or something. I don't know. But this one was pretty fun. I did quite enjoy this one. The first Stuff of Nightmares. Oh, so by the way, like in case y'all don't know, this is by R.L. Stine, the Goosebumps writer, you know. And the first Stuff of Nightmares was pretty fun. I did enjoy it. It was like a good, like, old school, quirky kind of horror. It was just a little weird and out there, and I dug it. It was a pretty solid series. This one, you know, same vibe. Although this one definitely was a bit more satirical, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Pretty solid one-shot story. We did pick up as well the, you know, classic Goosebumps looking version of the cover as well. I'm not 100% certain, but I don't know for on this one, but I know on the original run it was the original Goosebumps illustrator, cover illustrator that did that cover. And so I did not double check, I did not fact check, because I honestly don't remember the person's name off the top of my head. But it was just one of those fun facts that I remember hearing. But I did not double check on this one to see if that is also the case, but I would assume so. Regardless, pretty fun one. And like I said, a really fun read. You know, it's not too thick of an issue, but it's a decently little-sized issue. And I think a pretty good story is told in that amount of time. I was thoroughly impressed with kind of how much it was able to cover, and kind of all the different little themes it was able to hit in just a little one-shot comic. So yeah, pretty cool. And then only other thing we got for tonight is going to be the little Marvel preview book. So on the front here we got The Death of Moon Knight. So in case y'all don't know, this Moon Knight run is coming to an end at issue 30. But Jed MacKay and Capuccio are then going to be working on a new series called Revenge of the Moon Knight, which I'll get there here in a bit, I guess. So we have Timeless. There's been 2 Timeless so far, which is basically a glorified preview book with a story. However, both previous Timeless books have been written by Jed MacKay. They've been very fantastic. You know, despite, like I said, really just being a preview book, but you pay for it this time. It's like a preview for the year, rather. Little hints of things coming up. There were really great King stories, and this one, however, is written by Colin Kelly and Jackson Lanzing. I always mess up his last name. Though that's the writing pair that has been working on all the Captain America stuff, Sentinel of Liberty, Symbol of Truth, and Cold War. Wrote that fantastic, what was it, Devil's Reign Winter Soldier, which is still one of my favorite one-shot comics. Amazing read. But they also are currently writing Guardians of the Galaxy, which is another great read. And there's going to be something else coming up later in this preview. But yeah, they're going to be writing Timeless. So am I sad it's not Jed MacKay? Yes. But I'm curious to see what Colin Kelly and Jackson Lanzing, I don't know how to say his last name. Anyway, so we got a lot of what does it say? The Night is Dead. So Did I skip something? I thought there was one more page. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe is there one more page after this? That's what it is. Anyway, so here's some previews of Moon Knight issue 30, the conclusion of the series. Let's see what kind of cover artist we got. So Capuccio doing the main cover. Segovia foreshadow variant.
I am late.
Yes, you are. There's gonna be a foreshadow variant by Capuccio. Last Day of the Moon Knight by Inyuk Lee. That'll be interesting. Oh, there's gonna be a Nightmare variant by Peach Momoko.
Oh, cool.
Variant cover by Scotty Young, Steve Morris, Greg Capullo, Virgin Capullo, Elizabeth Torque, and an Insignia. Is that somebody? I'm not familiar with that person. How much you want to bet Spectre gets brought back using Krakoa because of the new X-Men? No, from what I've read, someone else is going to take the mantle. Slight spoiler. But someone else, I mean, it's in a bunch of previews and stuff. But someone else will be taking the mantle of Moon Knight. Now, granted, for how long, I don't know.
I hope it's because he retires.
Well, I think they're being pretty clear.
He can die and come back and be like, man, this shit sucks.
But it does say long live the Knight, though. So there's that. Let's see what else we got. Oh yeah, even more Moon Knight stuff. So this is, it's called Vengeance of the Moon Knight. I thought it was called Revenge. I think Revenge of the Moon Knight is an older title. So this is Vengeance of the Moon Knight. And so that'll be starting up right after this current Moon Knight run. When final. They really put a lot of, I mean, how many pages was that? God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pages of Moon Knight in here. And to think, nobody used to care about Moon Knight at all.
Yeah.
Good night. Oh my god. Oh, we got a Banterance. Let's see, what else we got? Anything interesting? There's a new Shang-Chi, Deadly Hands of Kung Fu. Oh, it's a gang war. So it's just a little mini thing.
Ah, my face hurts.
Got the weirdest looking Luke Cage.
I don't like it.
I don't either. But yeah, it's gang war stuff. And it's funny because I was like happy.
He's the shiniest head in the world.
Look, why does Luke Cage need armor? I don't know. I don't know about all that.
Punisher.
Yeah, I'm excited for Punisher. I don't know about this Daredevil Black
It's like
Armor.
an arsenal.
Pretty sweet White Widow cover. And they got, it's gonna be for the same issue. Wrong side. Gonna have 2 Momoko covers, one Black Widow and one White Widow.
Oh, cool.
So that's pretty fun.
Am I doing post-surgery? Alright. I feel fine.
Got a cool Momoko for the Zombies Black, White, and Blood. And then Momoko is going to have a story in this one as well. Now granted, I don't know if it's going to be throughout the whole thing or just in issue 3. I can't remember. I'm sure I've looked at it a little bit. Not crazy about that She-Hulk cover. What's that one? I don't know if I even looked at that one.
I can't read the name. You sit up a little bit.
Oh, I was just showing it off.
Care Andrews?
Yeah, I don't know how to say that first name. It looks good from what I can tell, but it's kind of tiny. Cap Wolf, which, you know, not as good as the other cover, but excited for that series, though. Hope it's good. Stephanie Phillips. I know I've read something by them, but I do not recall what it was. So I got some more Predator Wolverine.
Sweet. Last one.
Yeah, it's only a 4-part series. Kind of sad, but
Oh, they do more?
should be fun. Yeah, I'm really hoping so. Yeah, the Marvel voices are just They don't care anymore. It's
Yeah,
for
it's all voices Avengers. It's like Captain America's got a voice now.
I like both of these covers a lot, but this one is really, really sweet. Who's writing this one?
Yes, the often
Melissa
suppressed
Flores.
voice of Tony Stark.
Oh, by the way, this one, in case anyone is interested, this was changed. So it used to be Spider-Gwen on tour. Now it's called Spider-Gwen Smash. Not really a fan of the name. I wonder if any of them were told what Smash means more so nowadays. An interesting choice of
What used
words.
to be called again?
It was on tour, and then they changed it to Smash. Which, like, I feel like even in the other usage of the word, I wouldn't say has much to do with Spider-Gwen. Hulk Smash, sure, okay, but Spider-Gwen Smash just sounds like something else. Luke Cage looks worse than Bronze Eagle superhero Disney movie Up, Up and Away. Not familiar, but doesn't sound great. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is the one I'm excited about.
Thunderbolts
Thunderbolts. Got a Winter Soldier.
and a dead Red Skull.
It is Colin Kelly and
Red Skull.
Jackson Danzig. Again, wrote that amazing one shot. Has been doing other things, all the Cap stuff until this new Cap run, and then also Guardians of the Galaxy, and also doing there. But they're doing this year's Timeless.
I'm not gonna sit on this anymore. I'm gonna move the comics from here.
We're almost done.
Yep, you gotta get to the comics. I
Yeah.
think that's been 30 minutes, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just kind of.
There's Sentry coming out. I don't know. I might read it. I'm not sure yet.
Man, it's only 4 parts. Avengers has been so good.
Yeah, this week's Avengers was fantastic.
This is a
Speaking
really,
of fantastic,
Speaking of odd, we weren't speaking odd, but that Daredevil perspective on that is just so weird.
it's just really weird looking. Anyway, let's see. Anything?
There's Lion Man.
It's only said invisible. Sometimes. Into Dracula.
Daredevil's got a new artist now. Or at least they got a new cover artist.
Oh yeah, they got different artists.
Not new artists altogether.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ooh, there's gonna be an Art Adams and a Momoko.
Well, I'm not reading 28 issues in.
Well, I mean, Ewing is writing. Let's see. Just trying to think if there's anything else worth talking about. This one was a fairly underwhelming. There's going to be a facsimile for Wolverine #1, if anybody cares about that. But yeah, this one I felt like it was fairly underwhelming. It wasn't.
Moon Knight and Avengers Inc.
I don't even pay attention to that. That's cool.
Oh, it's one of those snowboard.
Did you read that one?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought so, but I was just double checking because I
It's
wanted
one of those snowboard variants I was telling you about with Captain America.
which is a weird concept.
What, snowboard variants?
Yeah.
It'll be winter by then, so it's just fun winter
Yeah,
covers.
I
think they're
guess.
fun.
This is a weird
Yeah.
Guardians cover.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that Guardians
I
cover.
like it.
I don't know why does their head like that?
We've had a bunch of weird covers.
It's also a weird Doctor Strange cover. I kind of dig that one though.
There's a little guy in his eye.
I know. Get him out of there.
I on the Ghost Rider, I want to see him have a snowboard variant where he's either has a flaming snowboard or a flaming snowmobile. One of the two.
Would like the flaming snowboard leave like a pile of, or not a pile, a trail of ice behind him?
Why would it be ice? Wouldn't it be water?
Because it would freeze back up. you melt it and then it freezes, but it won't freeze into snow. Snow's not created on the ground.
Yeah.
It's kind of strange to see a Ghost Rider without no fire.
Yeah. Maybe that's how he's gonna snowboard.
It's really, really goofy cover there. Makes me feel like, I know it's not the same setup, but it gives me like Brady Bunch vibes.
And that alien next to him is dead as hell.
What is this? High Republic, High Republic, Shadows of Starlight. I just kept saying Republic. High Republic, 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 Republic. It's a pretty cool cover.
Yeah. All three of them are pretty good.
Yeah, but I especially dig that one. I do, actually, I really like this one. When I first looked at it, I was like, eh. But then, like, the more I looked at it, I'm like, that's a pretty sick cover.
Yeah. That one's probably the weakest one.
Yeah, I'd say. Again, like, this has kind of the same, a little bit of vibes. I feel like this one's worse. But, like, that Daniel Warren Johnson one that we picked up today,
I think it looks fine.
where it just looks like he's watching over everything. It's just like, is he a ghost? What is happening? That is a really sick one. I didn't see that one. I didn't look that hard earlier.
That is really good.
That is a super sick one. I like that one a lot. I need to read Dark Droids because, like, I don't know what the hell's going on here, but it looks cool. Got a little Vader action figure on a Droids card. Republic. Was there a Forlorn one like this?
I do not know.
Got a big old Zuckus head,
I already
which is
know.
pretty good looking.
I
See, the real doesn't look like he's doing too out there. And I think, yeah, that's the end of this preview. There's a lot of things we skipped over, but just things that weren't particularly interesting to me, anyway. Kind of just same run-of-the-mill stuff. However, you know, pick one up from your local comic shop. They're free. Check them out. See what you are interested in getting.
Comic shop charges for them. They suck.
That would be wild. I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised to learn that there's somebody out there that does that. But that would be very, very wild. And maybe illegal. Or at least worth getting their license revoked or something. Because funnily enough, you have to have a license for selling comics. Like new comics. Anyway, that's all we got for today. This weekend is going to be, it's technically, I try to do them at the end of the month, but like, is it the 1st? That's not what I want. So this Sunday, yeah, it's going to be the 1st. And I was like, I don't want to do it last weekend. Plus, we had all that Star Wars stuff to unbox. So this weekend is going to be the channel membership giveaway. We're gonna, you know, pick a channel member, do with the spinning wheel, and they're gonna get some comics out of the comic box, short box of goodies, whatever it's called. Republic. The Republic box of Republic. But yeah, so that's gonna be this Sunday. Yeah, that's all I got. I don't know. Anything else?
I'm making a new jacket.
Yeah.
It's really good so far. I think I still need to set up.
Oh yeah.
Again.
We need to go watch Ahsoka.
Oh yeah.
So that's all we got for you today. Appreciate everybody for coming in and hanging out or watching the video later on. However it is, y'all do what you do. Like I said, pretty decent week. Not a lot of books to read for me. You know, we ended up getting a lot of covers.
I had like 9 books to read.
Chris had a lot.
I only read like 5 of them.
I read
and
like
got exhausted. Because that is
4
one thing I should say. My face kind of hurts. It feels a lot better than yesterday, but I am so tired. Like I've been tired all day. It's been awful. It's like I'm more tired.
Same amount of tired. Anyway, we will see you all this Sunday. I don't know if we have anything else we're gonna do other than the channel membership giveaway.
I'll probably get something. Something small.
Yeah, I'm sure something will happen. Oh, I do have one thing. That's probably going to be something most people won't care about, but it means something to me.
Those droids might come in, who knows?
Possible. But anyway, yeah. Goodbye, everybody. Have a good one. We'll see ya next time.
Adios.